Hey, and we are live back again with another one, and this time it's match week 14 of the English Premier League roundup. Did the preview. Now we're just gonna take a look at all the games that happened this week. We had midweek fixtures, very congested schedule where we have a rest day tomorrow, and then we're back again for the weekend matches, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Then we got Champions League football and then Premier League again. It's gonna be a very, very, very busy December month of Premier League football. But we are looking forward to it though. We love it. We love it. We low-key love it. You know what I mean? We complain a bit sometimes, but we do love it. And more is better, right? Because when we do have less of it, it's like we do complain as well. So big up to everybody that was right now, man. It's your boy Dom back again on a lovely Thursday night. We got to do the preview for week 15 tomorrow as well, where I got to wake up early and do a little bit of preparation. Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's difficult, man. It is difficult. So make sure y'all smash up the thumbs up button for the live stream. Show your appreciation in any which way you can, because trust and believe, guys. Oh, man. What I do here is very difficult, man. I don't know how I do it, but we got 48 more to go after this. So, look, big up to everybody in here. Karumi, Imar, Jove, Thriller, Phil Jones in the house, Lengan Sweet. We're going to talk Premier League football. We're going to talk all 10 games. I don't plan to be super long tonight, simply because I did a little roundup video early on today. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about the matches that were played today. Man United, Arsenal, and the Tottenham, Brentford. And touch on the games again that I talked about for almost an hour today, all right? So this is just to actually talk to y'all, interact with y'all, and just to talk about, whatever questions you have for me as well. And we could also touch on what's going on around Europe if we do have the time. Big up to Zachary in the house. Thriller, yeah, talking about when Fridge pulled down Tomiyasu. Yeah, very controversial moment in the game there. It was a very controversial game altogether. And it could have gone any which way, man. I'm not convinced by any of the teams on the day. I know United won, but it's yet another win where they weren't that convincing. So I really don't know. I see some United fans talking shit about Arsenal. You ain't got no right to be talking shit about Arsenal. But look, let's get into proceedings. And you guys could see the headlines. Before I forget, Michael Carrick will step down, or has stepped down, as the first team coach. He was the interim manager when Solskjaer got the sack, and he's decided that he would like to take this opportunity to move on and maybe take up a coaching role in the lower leagues or wherever one becomes available. And I think it's a very brave step by Michael Carrick. Some may say he should have stayed on, but I say, look, man, let Ralph Ragnick come in and do his thing. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be there with the same philosophy, ideology from Solskjaer's era and mix it up with the Ragnick thing. You see what I mean? You want to just let him come in, do his thing, and if it works, it works. If it don't, say, hey, man, I wasn't part of it. You see what I'm saying? And maybe he can come back one day to take up the job as the full manager, because there's a situation where, let's say, for example, they didn't appoint Ragnick, right? And Carrick stay on for the rest of the season. And then he ends up being the manager of Man United. And then you go into next season and then he gets sacked, something like a Frank Lampard situation. It could definitely hurt his career. So I do think he did the right thing, man. So look, let's take a look at the article here. Let's take a look at the article, and I do have to switch tabs. I hate when it does this, but this is a Manchester United Man United. All right. Let's go. Give me 1 second. Let's just touch on this breaking article. Because sometimes I get into it and I forget, man. You guys don't be reminding me. Carrick to step down as first team coach. Michael Carrick has decided to step down as the first team coach and leave the club following the conclusion of his spell as caretaker manager, which was very successful, man. 2 wins and a draw. John Murtaugh, football director, said, Michael leaves with the sincerest thanks and best wishes of everyone at Manchester United after 15 years of exceptional service to the club as a player and as a coach. While we are sad to see him go, we respect and understand Michael's decision. And I quote, he will always be known as one of the finest midfielders in the history of Manchester United, and more recently as an excellent coach who has worked tirelessly under 2 managers to help develop the strong squad which Ralph Rangnick will now take charge of. I don't know too much about the strong squad part of it. I really don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because they ain't got nothing to show for it. I quote, we are grateful for the steady leadership Michael has shown through this period of managerial transition, and while he is now stepping away from day-to-day involvement, he will always be welcomed back as a legend of the club. I don't know about that one either. So, I'm just messing around. Michael Carrick said, my time at this great club, I don't know about that one either. I'm just playing. Will always rank as the best years of my career. When I first signed over 15 years ago, I never in my wildest dreams could have imagined winning so many trophies, and will certainly never forget the fantastic memories both as a player and as a member of the coaching team. I think that aspect of it you could actually forget. Wasn't a good part at all. However, after a lot of thought and deliberation, I have decided that now is the right time for me to leave the club. I want to place on record my thanks to all of the players, and a special mention goes to the backroom staff. Working long hours with such a great group of people has been a real pleasure, and I have made some long-lasting friendships. All right, let me finish it. All right, so I am and will always be a Manchester United fan and will come to as many matches as possible. I would like to wish Ralph, the staff, the players, and the fans all the best for the future. I look forward to being in the stands and supporting the boys as a fan. Michael played 464 games for Manchester United between 2006 and 2018, winning 5 Premier League titles, the FA Cup, 2 League Cups, the UEFA Champions League, the UEFA Europa League, and the FIFA Club World Cup. Yeah, legend. Yeah, definitely legend. He joined the first team coaching staff when he retired in 2018 and served under Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So all the best, Carrick. That was a good decision, man. See what I'm saying? And November Player of the Month for Manchester United is David De Gea, and I think that is truly and well deserved. So we just warm things up a bit with United, and what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to talk about the game. Just because it's fresh in our head, we're going to talk about it. We're going to start things off real hot today. You see what I'm saying? Coming in real hot. Manchester United 3, Arsenal 2. I did predict United to win the game. Let me start by saying that. So, I wasn't surprised. You see what I mean? When I make predictions and they happen, I'm like, okay, yeah, that is exactly what I thought would happen. And I'm not overly convinced with both teams. I just got to put it out there. I think both teams are really sloppy, give away the ball a lot, made a lot of mistakes, and they benefited from each other's errors. And in the case of United, they even, shot themselves in the foot for the first Arsenal goal. So, not so much convinced with the win, but 3 points is 3 points. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all the little footnotes would not be there. It'll just say United won the game, they picked up 3 points, and that is exactly what's important. So, in this game, Emil Smith Rowe in the 13th minute. And that was a very controversial moment. I've never seen something like that ever, where there was a corner for Arsenal and Fred actually stepped on David De Gea. Fred didn't know he had stepped on De Gea. De Gea didn't know who stepped on him, but De Gea went down while the play was still going on, and Fred, I think, should have ran to De Gea and put his hands up instead of running towards the play and putting his hands up where the referee couldn't see him, right? Go down, try to give your player some attention, and that would have definitely caught the eye of the ref. Or even when the ball come in, Fred could have stopped the ball or something. You see what I'm saying? Not with his hands, but of course not. But when VAR looked back, Martin Atkinson did blow his whistle, but after the ball went in, he had to hold the play up and award the goal to Arsenal, and Smith Rowe opened the scoring in the 13th minute. Very, very freakish goal. But at that moment, I was saying to myself, I cannot believe that United are going to embarrass themselves again today. You know what I'm saying? But look, they did fight back. Did fight back well in the game. And Bruno Fernandes scored in the 44th minute. First goal in 15 appearances in all competitions. He's been going through a drought, man. And that will do him a world of good for his confidence. But the goal was merited. I think Arsenal very, very sloppy. They were all over the place, man. All over the place. I think that goal, if I'm not mistaken from my memory here, I think Ben White was involved in this. They were just sloppy. I'm not going to attempt to remember all the individuals because I didn't really make much notes for this game. Because watching two games at the same time, the Brentford, Tottenham, and this one, very difficult to make notes, man. Just want to put it out there. But I know Arsenal were real sloppy. So they allow United to get back in the game, 1-1. And then Ronaldo got a goal in the second half, then the 52nd minute. And I think that was Odegaard in the build-up there. Come on. And then, after he made the error, he actually scored. And I was saying, oh man, this guy does not, I think he needs to be a bit more, and I like to say, a bit rougher. Like, he's a bit too timid. But then he popped up with a goal, and I'm like, okay, all right. So United's joy, short-lived, 52nd minute goal, and then Odegaard equalized in the 54th. And then Odegaard went and, brought down Fred in the box, who I think Fred did make amends for his earlier blunder. And he hasn't been bad lately. You see what I'm saying? He's had his moments, and he's had some good moments, and he's had some poor ones as well. But overall, I think Fred has been really, really putting in a shift for Manchester United. But penalty given. First, the referee didn't give it, but on VR review, he had to give it. Odegaard didn't get the ball at all. That was just sloppy, man. That was really sloppy. Ronaldo stepped up, sent it straight down, and Ramsdale couldn't save that one on the day. Ramsdale was good again on the day. Got to put it out there. De Gea as well. And it was United coming out on top, 3-2. As I mentioned, not convinced at all. Not convinced by any of these teams. But it's good to see Gabriel Martinelli playing well. He did play really, really well. Credited for that assist. And he did carry the ball well on a few other occasions. There's some positives to take from the game for Arsenal. But look, very sloppy and allowing United to get back in the game on multiple occasions. Even after they got back in the game, they allow United to take the 3 points. So very, very disappointing stuff. King of the match here, Cristiano Ronaldo. Sancho again on the day. I don't think he was that bad. I think Sancho is now finding his feet in a Man United jersey. And that's good for him. That's good for the young man. But for the first, let's say, how many games? Plenty. It was awful, man. You see what I mean? So let's see what he does. Let's see what he does if he continues to perform well for the Red Devils. But look, as I say, I'm not convinced, but a win is a win, man. Definitely. Look, you got to give it to Ronaldo. Another brace. 800 goal for club and country. And then he went on to score his 801st goal. So, brilliant stuff. That's his 6th goal of the season in the Premier League. Not a bad return. And for Bruno Fernandes, he has 5. So, Fred did get an assist. Rashford got an assist as well. And Fred with the penalty as well. Taken down for the penalty. So, look. Smith Rowe has been very good for Arsenal, but I think at the start it would have been nice if they had Saka, who did come off the bench, and it's too late. About 65 minutes or so he came on, 65th minute. Mikel Arteta did throw the kitchen sink at it at the end, but just wasn't good enough, man. So 3 points for United. Harry Maguire came back. I think he was overly adventurous, found himself way up the field on a lot of times. I think Lindelof had another solid game, and the fullbacks in Telles and Dallo, they played fairly well. I think Wan-Bissaka and Shaw would come back in the team when they're ready. So nothing really to talk about in that aspect. So Michael Carrick, very good little tenure there as Man United interim manager, and the Ralph Rangnick era would begin on the weekend. So, well played, United. Well played. Well played. A win is a win. Even though it's scrappy, even though it's sloppy, still a win, right? Still a win. So, for United, let me just make sure I refresh this Premier League table so I got everything on point here. Right now, they're 7th with that win. 21 points. Arsenal is still ahead of United by 2 points. And if they had won that game, they would have stretched their point gap between themselves and United by 8. So that's a big, big opportunity missed there. But still, they got to put that behind them and keep it pushing, right? So for United, their next game will be against Crystal Palace. So Ralph Rangnick versus Patrick Vieira at Old Trafford. Perfect game to greet the new manager. And let's see what he does. Let's see if he changes the formation. Let's see what system he brings, and let's see if he keeps United going upwards. You know what I mean? But as a City fan, I would love for him to fail, though. Nah, let me stop being bad-minded, man. All the best, man. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever is to happen will happen. Let's just put it that way. So, for Arsenal, their next game will be against the struggling Everton, and that's all the way next Monday. And then they got Southampton. So, that'll be it for that game. That's my thoughts. What are yours? Appreciate everybody in here right about now. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Talk to me. Boo Rider, what you think of Emil Smith Rowe? I think Emil Smith Rowe has a very, very bright future. Very bright future, man. Very bright future. And I think Emil Smith Rowe, if Arsenal, for example, doesn't really succeed, I think Smith Rowe may move on. You see what I mean? I think he'll move on. Once he continues to do well, if Arsenal doesn't, I think bigger teams would come in for him, though. They would have to do a whole lot to keep him at the club. Give him a big contract, you know what I mean? Up his pay, and so on and so forth. But I think he's a quality player. And him and Saka, man, are like the heartbeat of Arsenal right now. Right, good question. What else we got here? Big up to Dane in the house. Gervais says, I think Arsenal deserve at least a point from that game, but that's football. You don't get what you deserve. Yeah, they were a bit sloppy, though. They were a bit sloppy. Give away the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? Nuno Tavares, he kind of, he had a solid game for the most part, but held on to the ball way too long on one of those goals as well. So what else are you guys saying right now, man? Talk to me. Hey! Will Ralph Ragnick sell Ronaldo? Nah, I don't think so. What else we got here, man? Big up to the boy, Adam. Thanks for coming in, bro. Thanks for touching in. Talk to you soon, bro. Says RLC is pretty good for now. He made a mistake versus Watford. Look at Jorginho. He made a mistake versus United. All right, so RLC. Yeah, who's RLC though? I'm trying to think here. Who's RLC? Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Yeah, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. That's what it stands for. Big up to Michael Olapido in the house. How are you doing? Oh, I'm hot as hell, man. God damn. Boy, Liam got me hot. Yeah. But big up to everybody, man. Boo Rider, Dom, you should bet. Your predictions are usually on point. I do get a lot wrong, but I do get some right. But I don't bet, man. I don't bet. So Adam says, yeah, Saul is bad. He needs to return to Spain. That is his league. Yeah, so big shout outs to everybody. I missed those comments. But yeah, man. Ariel Silva, King FF. Big up to everybody in the house. But Ronaldo comes big again with a brace. And that's winning brace. So we got here Robert. Oh, you want to talk about this, Dom? I'm tired of this Torres link to Barcelona. I did talk about it in the video early on today. If Torres wants to leave to Barcelona, he could go, man. Listen, we're not going to force any players to stay. If he want to go, he would go. And a positive about Torres leaving to Barcelona is that, guess what? We're going to have to replace him, right? We're going to have to replace him. And I'm excited about who we're going to replace him with. Because City has an eye for good talent. So I'm excited about that. Because we all know that Ferran Torres has been a tap-in merchant for City. Scored a lot of goals, but a lot of tap-ins, man. He has done well for Spain. And I think he would thrive a bit more in La Liga than he has in the Premier League, where he has, you know what I mean? He has gone to sleep a lot in games, in my opinion. You feel me? So, big up to 80 Booth, who says, I'm tired of this Man City beat in Villa thing. Every effing season, yeah, man. We're going to do the double. Just so you know, we're going to do the double on you. Oh, man. We're going to move on, man. Let's move on to this other game. I didn't write down much notes for this. Any notes at all. I was going to, I did watch the game, but I was going to look at the highlights again just in case I missed anything. And, yeah, I did write notes. Actually, I did write notes for this one. Did write notes. So, I'm lying. I do have notes. This was the last game I actually took notes for. So, actually, yeah, I did. I did. Or did I? Did I? I actually didn't. Yeah, I did. I found it now. I found it. London Derby. 2-0 to Spurs. Antonio Conte unbeaten in his first 3 Premier League matches, 2 wins and a draw. So in this game, we had an own goal in the 12th minute, Sergi Canos. And it was quite unfortunate because it was a short corner. And Heung-Min Son driving at Rico Henry to the byline, and then he crossed in. And then I think that was Pontus Janssen who headed the ball straight into Sergi Canos' head. And it ended up in the back of the net. Early goal for Tottenham. So, look, this was Hugo Lloris's first clean sheet since September, which is not good at all, but it does, it makes sense because Nuno, since being sacked, they've been, picking up some very horrible results. And we can remember last Thursday when they actually lost to Mura. So Tottenham, remember, their game against Burnley was postponed. So they were a team that had more time to actually rest. I did predict a 2-2 draw for this game, but Brentford weren't able to trouble the scores. They came into the game unchanged. Tottenham made 2 changes. Ollie Skip came back. I didn't even realize Ollie Skip was actually suspended. That's the thing I'm telling you, man. It's very difficult to keep track of so many players in the league. And who's fit, who's not fit, who's suspended, who's not suspended. And I got to realize that not even the Premier League on their website could keep track of it, because when they put out the article for the Fantasy Premier League and who's available and who's not, they don't even update everything, I'm telling you. Frauds, if you ask me. You see what I mean? Frauds, big time. So, early goal, and I think it was merited. Tottenham, started out well. Son had a shot in a 36-minute save by goalkeeper Alvaro Fernandez, who's on loan at the club, slotting in for the injured David Raya. I think Alvaro Fernandez have grown with confidence over the last few games, but still wasn't able to keep the goals out the back of the net. But it could have been ugly. It could have been worse, but he pulled off some big saves on the day. So 1-0 at halftime. Brentford had a few good breaks, but they didn't have anybody to really pass the ball to. Mbuemo on a few occasions, and he really ran out of ideas. And then 49th minute, there was a big chance for Tottenham where Ollie Skip passed to Harry Kane, and he got his shot saved by Fernandez. And that was a quality save there, but Kane should have scored. Only 1 goal for the season in the Premier League, right? So, look, around the 48th to 53rd minute, Spurs had multiple chances to put the ball in the back of the net, but didn't do so. And then the goal came in the 65th minute. Son Heung-min set up brilliantly by Reguilon, who was picked up by Harry Kane. Reguilon, we know he got the pace. He ran in behind and squared. Tap in for Son, 2-0 to Spurs. I think it was a dominant performance in the London derby there. And Brentford, I think, have not been good enough in defense. I think when Christopher Ayer got injured, it really messed them up at the back there. Now it's Ethan Pinnock, it's Pontus Jansson, and Charlie Good. I think Charlie Good had a solid game. He's a relatively fresh face in the Premier League, but he ain't good enough. No pun intended. He ain't good enough, man. You know what I mean? I don't think the Brentford defense is not good enough. Maybe they need to change the system a bit, tweak it a bit, because it hasn't been working lately, man. Really hasn't been working. So just tweak it a bit, and maybe the results would change. Again, I don't think they're being creative enough as well. Ivan Toney was isolated big time. I think it's up until the 84th minute he got a little chance that he didn't really catch properly. So Brentford's been struggling big time, man. But nevertheless, good result for Tottenham, good result for Conte as they continue to ascend in the Premier League table. They now go up to 6th, 22 points, 1 point behind their adversaries, Arsenal. So look at that, man. Tottenham within touching distance of the Champions League places. They're doing a goddamn thing. Brentford, on the other hand, they're 12th, 16 points. It's been a very rough November, last few weeks, where they lost 4 on the trot and then picked up a draw and a win to stop the bleeding, and now they lost. So they would have to continue picking up points, but something's got to change, man. And I did say that the absence of David Raya would actually affect the team, because the way they play, it revolves around their goalkeeper as well, where he's very good. He's very good with his feet, distribution and everything. Much better than Alvaro Fernandez. But look, if the man's injured, you gotta do it what you got. So their next game, it ain't gonna get easier for them. They have a very tricky Leeds United. Then they got Watford, winnable games, and then they got United, Southampton, Chelsea in the cup, Brighton. They got some kind games coming up. Man City at the back end of December. They got some games coming up where they could actually get their form going once again. As for Spurs, man, Conte doing the damn thing. I know United wish they had Conte. I know they do. Because he's doing well right now. They play Norwich. Not a bad team to play right now. You see what I'm saying? I know Norwich is in good form, but still not a bad team to play, seeing their position in the table. Then they got Brighton, Leicester, Liverpool, Tottenham, December 19th. Put that in the calendar. Gonna be a good one. London Derby against Crystal Palace on Boxing Day. Right. And Tottenham won't be affected by the African Cup of Nations at all. So they will benefit from that. For real. For real, man. King of the match, Son Heung-min. Very bright on the day. See him celebrating. He had fun in the game. He definitely has fun. And very loyal to Tottenham as well. So, big 3 points for Spurs. All luck to Brentford. What are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Big up to everybody in there. Make sure you smash your thumbs up button for the stream. Talk to me. Talk to me. What are you saying? If you got any questions, feel free to ask. Don't be shy. But we're going to continue talking about these games, though. Definitely. Because these are the only games I didn't talk about today. Because I did a video earlier about for hour. So for the other fixtures, we will be just, going through. Let's talk about Newcastle 1, Norwich 1. We're going to talk about, standing in the table and everything. 6-pointer. Kieran Clark red carded in the 9th minute. Very silly. He wasn't even man. I think someone could have, I don't know. Yeah. In a way, you could say he took one for the team, because let's say he allowed Pookie to go in and score, right? And then they don't equalize. You see what I'm saying? Then you lose the game. But the fact that you stop Pookie from scoring, and then you go into a defensive shape because you're down to 10 men. Callum Wilson got the lucky penalty and then went one up, and then you give yourself the advantage where you could then afford to concede one, which they did, and then you get a point. A point with 10 men. That's lucky. You see what I'm saying? So Clark did what he had to do. And he was just coming into the team as well. And then Fernandez had to be roped in. Federico Fernandez, who was ostracized, who has been ostracized out of the team. But as I said earlier, Eddie Howe is going to need every single player he has available to him in order to pull off some type of great escape here. Look, Callum Wilson, 61st minute. Penalty. Billy Gilmore with a handball. I think that was a harsh handball. But then Teemu Pukki, man, oh my God. That was a stunner. Dimitris Giannoulis with the cross, and Teemu Pukki. Oh my God. Listen. Teemu Pukki, you're a Norwich legend. You're a Finland international legend already. I'm going to give it to you, bro. You're nice. Norwich might still go down, but you know what I mean? Pukki in the championship is a beast. You see? So, look. Just to talk these teams, right? Pukki, king of the match. Just to talk these teams. We ain't got to go through everything that happened in the game. You know what I mean? Just to talk these teams right here, right? Newcastle are in a situation where Of course, we know they got taken over, and I don't know if it made the club better in the short term or if it made it worse. Right now, from evidence, it seems like the club is worse. It seems like the club is worse, though. You know what I mean? But change was needed, man. Steve Bruce, stale type of football. And Eddie Howe is going to somehow try to figure out how to keep Newcastle up. It's difficult right now. Newcastle has 7 points, guys. 7. You see what I'm saying? 7 draws, 7 losses after 14 matches. It's going to be very tough. It's going to be difficult to get out of this problem right here, right? Very, very difficult. I think Norwich played well. They're quite unlucky not to pick up all 3 points. And they themselves needed the 3 points. But they have been good in November, where they were unbeaten in 4 matches. 2 wins, 2 draws, not bad. If they continue in this vein of form, definitely will have themselves in a better position. Look, just for some insights here, Newcastle are just the 4th team to fail to win any of their first 14 games in the Premier League campaign. All of the previous 3 were relegated. Swindon in 93-94, QPR 2012-13, and Sheffield last season. Guys, it's fair to say that Newcastle United are gonna be relegated. They're gonna be relegated. They're done. That's it for them in terms of the Premier League. For this season and next season. They're going to have to rebuild this club from the championship upwards. They're not surviving, and it's sad. It is really sad. But they have the means to do so. And let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. If they manage to hold on to all their players, they'll go in the championship and do the business. But it's not guaranteed. The championship is a beast of its own. As for Norwich, who just got promoted as well, they're not in a better position. They're not in, they're not in a much better position. But they of course, they have wins already. Newcastle doesn't. And Norwich, as I mentioned, are unbeaten in 4 Premier League matches for the first time since February of 2013. So it's a positive here. The 8 points over the last 4 games is 2 more than they'd earned over the last 25 games in the competition. This is amazing. This is an amazing run that Norwich are on. Do not discount what they have done in the last 4 games, because they only picked up 8 in their previous 25. Look, despite coming back to earn a point, Norwich remain winless in all of their 15 Premier League games played on Tuesdays, drawing 4 and losing 11. All right, so that'll be it for this one. But just to touch on the positions again, Newcastle last, 20th, 7 points. Their next game will be against Burnley in another 6-pointer this Saturday. Tomorrow for some of you guys watching this right now. Today, if you're watching this on Saturday. And then they got Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Man United. It's going to be rough, man. Rafa Benitez. I'm thinking, I saw Everton, I'm thinking Rafa, they might need Rafa at Newcastle again to bring them back up, right? But look, it's going to be rough, man. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Eddie Howe, he does have that type of sad face. It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. So, look, Norwich, under Dean Smith, their next game will be against Tottenham. They have some tough fixtures coming up. Tottenham, United, Aston Villa, West Ham, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Leicester. Look, they're going to have to win some of these games. or pick up some draws. They're going to have to get some potential upsets here in order for them to actually survive the drop as well. It's real rough for these teams. So, what are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Big up to the boy Thriller, Gervais, Luman U. How are you doing, Luman U? Johnny Long's in the house as well. 80 Booth. What else we got in here? Steve. How are you doing, Steve? Causing trouble in the chat as usual. Zachary. Robert Robinson. Big up to each and everybody in here right now on a Thursday night, late night stream. Guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. We're doing well. We got 30 thumbs up. We're doing well. And if you're watching a replay right now, thank you very much for tuning in. Do appreciate that. We're going to keep it moving, though. Let's keep it moving. And let's talk about the game between Southampton and Leicester. Southampton 2, Leicester 2. Well-deserved point for Southampton, though. They were bright. They were really bright. It was a back-and-forth game. Very live, very open. And I think each team deserves a point here. Definitely. Big up to Alex McCarthy as well. He's been good in goal for Southampton. And this game we had Jan Bednarek, scrappy goal, goalkeeper save, putting in the rebound in the 3rd minute. 22nd minute, Johnny Evans doing the same. So, Che Adams with a brilliant header, set up by Nathan Redmond in the 34th. And James Maddison, that was an exquisite goal, set up by the youngster Luke Thomas in the 49th minute there. So, Maddison, king of the match, back-to-back games where he has been brilliant. Jamie Vardy wasn't able to trouble the scores in this game, but he was menacing on the day as well. So, look, man, positive result for Southampton because we know what they've been going through over the last couple games. Stop the bleeding a bit with a draw. So, to be completely honest, not much more to add on this game. But we know Leicester beat Southampton 9-0 season before last year. And for Southampton to get a result like this, it's a great one, man. It is a great one. So every point is important for teams down towards the bottom of the table. And Southampton would be over the moon with this point. Because things are not going to things are never easy in the Premier League. But it's always an uphill journey, man. Definitely. So, look, Southampton right now, they're 16th, with 15 points. And for them, their next game will be against Brighton, South Coast Derby. Talk a bit about that tomorrow. And they got Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Brentford, West Ham. They got a nice December. Tottenham, they got a nice December where they could pick up a couple wins if they play well enough to do so and manage the games well enough. As for Leicester, a good little period for them there, you know what I mean? Beating Watford, beating Legia, and now a draw against Southampton, all coming after that demoralizing loss, 3-0 loss to Chelsea. You know, they lose to Arsenal as well. So, for Leicester, they continue to climb upwards in the table as well. Positives for Brendan Rodgers and his boys. They're now 10th, 19 points. Not bad at all. And I think it would be best for them if they come in and creep up from the back instead of staying top 4 for the entire season and then dropping out. So, good stuff, man. 10th, 19 points. Their next game will be against Aston Villa. That'll be a good one. 2 very exciting teams, man. I don't even know how to predict that one. That one is going to be very difficult to predict. But good point. Good point. Every point is a good point. I'm telling you, man. Because you don't want at the end of the season, you miss out on a Europa League place by a point or relegation. You know, every point. The title, like Liverpool could attest to that. The most recent team to miss out on a title by a point. So, yeah, man. Yeah. But I am happy for Southampton, though. Because they just have so much promise in their team. And the team is always changing up because other teams always come in and buy their best players. And Outtro always looks like he's sad, so it's good to see him smiling a bit. So, 2-2. Thriller between Leicester and Southampton. What are you guys saying? Talk to me. Talk to me here. Jordan Hyman in the house. How are you doing, Jordan? Nice to see you around here. What else we got? Big up to Luman, you. Big up to you. Nice to see you in here as usual. I think you're a little bit too excited about this Ralph Ragnick thing because what if it doesn't work out, bro? What if it doesn't work out? Think about that. What if? Just what if? But let's move on though. Wolves 0, Burnley 0. This is a great point for Burnley because they actually should have lost this game. Ruben Neves suspended. I didn't even know he was suspended. Martial tested positive for the coronavirus. Didn't know that. Now, these are like late news, as I mentioned. I can't know everything when I'm trying to give you updates on all 20 teams. I really miss little things like this. Ashley Westwood was also suspended for this game. News to me. You see what I'm saying? News to me. Remember, 5 yellow cards would get you a suspension, a 1-game suspension. But look, not a lot to talk about in terms of this game. I think Wolves are very unlucky not to walk away with the 3 points. Adama Traore cannot shoot for shit. Cannot shoot to save his life, right? Can't at all. Can't at all. So, 30th minute. Wolves on the break. Adama with the ball. Raul Jimenez across from him. Screaming, pass the ball. Pass the ball, Adama. Pass the ball, Adama. And they both speak Spanish. So, I know there's no misunderstanding there. Adama decides to shoot. And I'm like, bro, just pass the ball for the tap in, man. Smashes it into the crossbar. He always does that. Always does that, man. Too much power. Not enough technique. But all he had to do was pass the freaking ball. Big miss. Big miss. Swang also had a chance that deflected wide in the 69th minute. And then Dwight McNeil had a shot saved. But, from close inspection, that one was going wide. 1 point apiece. Look, if you're Burnley, you walk away from this smiling, punching the air, kicking the air. Because, look, every point is important at this time. They go up to 10 points. They're 18th. They're just 3 points off Watford. 5 points off Southampton and Leeds, Everton. But each point will actually help you to get closer to that goal, right? Definitely. Sean Dyche, he knows how to get himself out of a serious problem. Let's see if he could do it again this season. It's going to be tough. For Burnley in 18th, the next game will be against Newcastle, 6-pointer. Don't know if I'm going to be watching that one. That's going to be at 10 a.m. on Saturday. And at the same time as that game, there's going to be Wolves, Liverpool. There's going to be Southampton, Brighton. So let me see. I don't think I'm going to watch that one. I might just tune into that one, though. I might tune into the Liverpool and the Newcastle game. Yeah, I might tune into it. I thought there were more games at that time. City and Watford do play at 12:30. I don't like those 12:30 games because it usually catch me while I just got home from work. So, not a big fan of that kickoff time at all. So, look, for Wolves, their next game is against Liverpool. So, there you have it. Wolves 0, Burnley 0. It's going to be a tough couple games for Wolves. They have Liverpool. They have Man City, Brighton, Chelsea, Watford, Arsenal, United. It's going to be a tough next 7 games or so for Wolverhampton Wanderers. But with Bruno Lage in charge, anything could happen. They look good. They look good. 8th right now, 21 points. Wolves are doing a goddamn thing, man. They're doing good. They're doing really, really good. But if they could get through that difficult period, I think there's big things ahead for Wolverhampton Wanderers. Oh! So we're going to keep it moving. What are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Big up to everybody in the house, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. That Leg and Sweet, damn, I told you about Sterling. It's very nice of you to keep faith in your players. But he's been in the news, and yeah, he's been in the news, and, you know, I had to give my thoughts. If you're not playing well, you're not playing well. If you're saying you want to leave, you're going to, you know what I mean, go and leave. It's the same thing for anybody who wants to leave. I'm not going to be begging players to stay at the club if they want to leave. If Ferran Torres want to leave, let Ferran Torres leave and go to Barcelona. Just like Eric Garcia, you see what I mean? Anybody want to leave, let them leave. Big up to Dupe. Same thing I told girls in the past. If you want to leave, leave. I'll just replace you. Simple. Simple as that. Okay? Any player leave, will get replaced. Big up to Dupe in the house. Wade Nelson in the house. How you doing? What we got here? Who else we got in here? AD in the house. How you doing, AD, bro? How are you? Do we have anybody in here I haven't given a shout out yet? If you're watching behind the curtain, just say hi. Big up to the boy Coach's Desk. Big Manchester United fan. Oh, man. Coach, how are you, bro? How are you? How are you? I see you posing up with your, you know, picture with you and, what was it? Leon Bailey you were posing with? You got the access down in Jamaica. I see you. I see you. I see you, bro. You know, but look, bro. I was talking about Leon Bailey early on today, man. Leon Bailey goes too hard. Leon Bailey goes too hard. I don't know why, but it's like, I don't know. He just goes extra hard like he's trying to impress somebody. Just slow down and play the fucking game with sense. Always playing so hard and injuring himself. You see what I mean? But when he's playing for Jamaica, he's never, ever that exuberant. And I don't understand it. So he's injured again. Yeah. Big up to Donovan in the house. How are you doing? Who else we got in here? Edmund Incoom. Polomo in the house. Oh, man. Guys, make sure you like the video. We need 16 more thumbs up to get to 50. Appreciate everybody in here right now, man. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. You know, big up to my boy Jose Sa, king of the match. You know what I'm saying? He's been playing well. But I didn't watch this game, guys. I just watched the highlights. So let's keep it moving. West Ham 1, Brighton and Hove Albion 1. So I do have notes for this one as well. Let me find my notes. Let me locate my notes here. And we could touch on some major events that happened in this game. So Cresswell out injured after he crashed into the upright against City. Masuaku out as well. Bowen in. And Kufal in as well. Lallana back for Brighton. Jeremy Sarmiento made his full debut, but had to come off injured early in the game. Second minute, Neil Mupe had an opportunity. Weak shot was saved by goalkeeper Fabianski. And they didn't even get a corner for that one. The goal came for West Ham in the 5th minute. Brilliant corner by Pablo Fornals. That would have gone straight in. But Shusek, I think, had a little touch into the back of the net. The big Czech Republican scoring. What a signing he has been for West Ham United, though. And that's some good scouting done by the folks at West Ham. And there's also been a partnership between, you know, a Czech Republic billionaire and West Ham as well. So expect to see more players from that region in the league in the near future. Where there's 3 players from the Czech Republic in West Ham's team right now. Kufal, Shusek, and Alex Kral. So yeah, there's some very neat ones that they can pick up as well. So look, good goal for West Ham. Pablo Fornals had a volley in the 28th minute that hit the crossbar as well. That would have been good if it went in. That was good. And then Neil Mupé teed up Jakub Moda. He should have scored, but that was a good save by Fabianski as well. It's like the ball had passed him and he still scored it. So 1-0 at halftime for West Ham United. And they did score in the 48th minute, but it was given offside. It was a very tricky VAR review where I think there was Lewis Dunk kicking the ball and Mikel Antonio hit Mikel Antonio's foot. Mikel Antonio was like, I don't even know what what the freaking verdict was, but I know it was offside. Declan Rice, 78th minute, a bullet of a strike, well saved by Robert Sanchez back in goal, and I think they needed Sanchez. Sanchez has been very, very good for Brighton. No wonder he's, part of the Spanish national team setup, and he could be actually going to the World Cup with them next season if he actually play his cards right. 89th minute is when the equalizing goal came, man. Tariq Lamptey with that brilliant lofted crossing to Neil Mupé. Overhead bicycle kick in the back of the net. What a goal. That's goal of the month. That is goal of the month. Already. That's goal of the month. That was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. And that was a 6th consecutive game between West Ham and Brighton that ended in a freaking draw. I predicted West Ham to win the game. I should have predicted a draw. All the signs were there, and my dumbass still went and predicted a West Ham win. I don't know why I did that. Really don't know why I did that. But West Ham, 1 point in their last 3. Not good. That's 1 out of 9. They lost a bit of steam there, where if they continued picking up points, they could have been up there with the big boys in the table. Just for a bit of insight from this game, guys. West Ham has failed to win any of their 9 Premier League games against Brighton, with each of the last 6 meetings ending in a draw, and they lost 3. Yeah, I kind of went against the grain with this prediction there. West Ham have equaled their best ever start to Premier League season after 14 games with 24 points. Also 24 points in 2014-15. Brighton have now failed to win any of their last 9 games in the Premier League, drawing 7 and losing 2. Brighton are reclaiming the throne for being draw kings of the league. The way they started the season, I thought that they had done with the draw thing, but oh man, Jesus Christ, they drawing games like they professional artists here. The 3rd time they have been on a winless run of that length under Graham Potter in the Premier League. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But look, man, as I mentioned, West Ham, good point. They lost their last 2 games. They're still in 4th. What is going on here? West Ham have lost 2 and drew 1 and are still 4th. That just shows you how bad the other teams in the league have been, and the fact that Liverpool, City, and Chelsea continue to separate themselves from the bunch. 7 points gap right now. 7-point gap. Tottenham do have a game in hand. At least 6 points. And I think that the gap would continue to stretch. You got Chelsea coming up against West Ham. That gap could stretch, man. You see what I'm saying? It could stretch. Or it can close. West Ham, could you do us a favor and close? You know what I mean? Get something from Chelsea too. Come on. Come on, West Ham. You could do it. For Brighton, they're 9th. 19 points. They have 7 draws in the last 9 games. And the previous 5, they had 4 wins. Which is absolutely ridiculous, man. I don't get this Brighton and Hove Albion team, but they only need 21 more points to survive. They should be good on that in that aspect. They definitely should. So as I mentioned, Chelsea play West Ham and Brighton would face Southampton. Both games would be derbies and expect them to be watchable affairs. So big up to everybody in the stream right about now. Once again, where did everybody come from? Where did 90 people come from? Where? I'm asking, where? All of a sudden, I just had 90 people in here. Like, whoa. Make sure y'all smash the thumbs up button for the stream, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Do appreciate that. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. Love to see a good turnout, though. Even though you guys are late, make sure you guys like up the thing. Let's get the stream up to 75 thumbs up, man. Like it up, guys. Like it up. But if you got any thoughts on these teams, let me know. We'll definitely appreciate it. West Ham looking to get Champions League football this season. Brighton looking to at least break into the top 10 and continue to be one of the most progressive clubs in the league. All right? So we're going to keep it moving, though, definitely. And the next game we're going to talk about is Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 0. We won't spend a whole lot of time on this because not much to really talk about. I think Crystal Palace deserves something from this match, but you don't always get what you deserve. Rafinha with a goal in the 94th minute from the penalty spot, the only goal of the game. But Palace had opportunities which they surely did not take. And, you know, in life, when opportunity presents itself, you got to take it, man. You know what I mean? Like Eminem said on that 8 Mile song, sometimes opportunity comes but once in a lifetime. You see? So you got to take your opportunities, Crystal Palace. And I think that has been a problem with Palace this season, man. Not taking their opportunities and not finishing off games properly. The game management has been poor. Credit to Vieira, but I think, you know, it's been a learning curve the first 14 games. And the next 14, he has to sit back and say, what could I actually do better than I did in my first 14? Should I be a bit more pragmatic and less, you know, attacking? Should I? Maybe he needs to take that approach. But at the end of the day, if you're really going to analyze the stats in the game, Leeds did win the game on merit with 15 shots at goal, 3 on target, 62% of the ball, comparing to 9 shots, 1 on target for Crystal Palace with only 38% possession. So, good win for Leeds. And that's their first win picked up against a team outside of the, you know, relegation zone. Well, not relegation zone, but the team's newly promoted. And it's a good morale boosting win because we know what Leeds are capable of doing, but this season has just been an indifferent season to last. But some positives that they could take from this game is Rafinha, man. Rafinha just keeps dazzling. 6th goal of the season. And look, I think this player is gone. Even if, let's say, if Leeds get relegated, he's gone. If Leeds survive, he's gone. I know the Leeds fans always trying to argue with me in the comments and telling me about, oh, he's not going anywhere. He is gone. He is gone. Okay? Just like Mateus Pereira, from, you know, the former West Ham, the West Brom player who dazzled in the Premier League and we thought he was going to sign with another Premier League club. He went to Saudi Arabia. Rafinha is going somewhere. This is the last season he's playing for Leeds. Trust me on that one. But good result for a team that has been struggling with injury, have players all over the place. I think they're a bit tired under this Bielsa reign. They're a bit tired. But look, good point, man. Good point. Bielsa relieved, man, at the end of the game. You could see his celebration and everything. But he's a nervous wreck. Just want to put it out there. So, not much more to add. I think Benteke came off the bench and did look lively. Should have scored. failed to do so, and Crystal Palace paid the price. So, look, Leeds United, 15th, 15 points. They do have 2 wins in the last 5, along with 2 draws. Very positive, man. Only 1 loss in their last 5. You could say they're one of the most informed teams in the league at the moment, right? And the only place they want to continue to go is upwards. 25 more points for survival, 24 games. You could do it, Leeds. You could do it. Put your back into it. Their next game will be against Brentford. Then they got Chelsea. Look. They would really need to put their back into it, because after that Brentford game, it's gonna be a hell of a freaking schedule. Chelsea, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Villa. We know they're capable of beating all these teams, but it's gonna take a lot. It's really gonna take a lot. Really going to take a lot to beat these teams. So for Crystal Palace, the Crystal ship continues to sail in rough waters. The next game will be against Man United, Old Trafford. We know they're capable of doing something, but it's going to be hard. First match, the Ralph Rangnick will be in charge of United, and he's going to want to start his era with an emphatic win. So Crystal Palace got their work cut out for them indeed. So that'll be it for that game. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Appreciate it. So big up to everybody in the house right about now, man. Thanks for tuning in to yet another one. What are your thoughts? If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Do appreciate it. Big up to Cameron Andrews. Thoughts on the OFC draw. I will talk about that another time. I do plan on doing something to do with the World Cup pretty soon. And I don't want to be out of context right now. We're talking Premier League, and I don't have all night. You see what I'm saying? So I have to continue talking about these fixtures and not go off tangent or off topic too much though. But I haven't taken a look at it yet because I want to wait to actually talk about it in the video. All right. Thank you very much for asking though. So look, we're going to keep it moving, guys. Let's just do a quick check. Spoke about Newcastle, Norwich, Leeds, Crystal Palace, Southampton, Leicester. We didn't talk about Watford, Chelsea yet. We will soon. We talked about West Ham, Brighton, Wolves, Burnley. We spoke about Tottenham, Brentford, and we did talk about Man United, Arsenal, which leaves us with only 3 matches, okay? Let's talk about Watford versus Chelsea. Let's go. Watford versus Chelsea. Watford 1, Chelsea 2. Mason Mount in the 30th, Hakim Ziyech 72nd, Emmanuel Dennis 44th minute. It was a hard-fought win for Chelsea. It wasn't a walk in the park. I did predict them to win the game, but they kind of labored over the finish line here. One change for Watford, João Pedro coming in for Chuko Hernandez. And I didn't even realize that Daniel Bachmann was, in goal for the last 2 games, replacing Ben Foster, who's dealing with some injury right now. Didn't miss Foster. Just want to put it out there. Didn't miss him. Oh, man. Look, Watford have failed to keep a clean sheet this season. So, you're not going to miss the goalkeeper like that. You see what I mean? Chelsea rotated their squad big time. Saul came in, Christensen, Aspilicueta, and the top 3 as well in Pulisic, Havertz, Mount. I think all started this game, didn't start the last game. And it's understandable that Thomas Tuchel did this because it's a midweek fixture. Last week there was Champions League. It was a weekend match. And all these games are high-intensity matches. So you got to keep your squad rotating in order to keep everybody fit, because we know if there's an injury crisis, you could kiss the title goodbye. Ask Liverpool about that if you don't actually believe me on what happened last season. And other teams in the past that suffered. Claudio Ranieri versus his old club. Back-to-back games against old clubs, Leicester and Chelsea. Lost both of them. 3rd minute, Joao Pedro had a chance, blocked brilliantly by Trevor Chalobah, who's been very good. Breakout star for Chelsea this season. I hope they actually stick with Chalobah in terms of giving him regular game time and not just, let him become like a next Tammy Abraham or Tomori. You see what I'm saying? So, Chelsea, if you're listening, treat the man good. He's a nice little player. Adam Messina went off injured in the 12th minute. Danny Rose subbed in. Mason Mount hit the post in the 19th minute. This was a stop-start game. A lot of injuries at the beginning of the match. And then a fan went into cardiac arrest, but he was revived, which is great. Thank God. You know what I mean? People die every day. We know that. But you don't want to die at a football game, man. You see what I'm saying? You go there for enjoyment. You go there for fun. You don't go there to die. So good that he's alive and well. And I was watching this match, but I had to tune out because there was other games going on at that time, and I wanted to use the device to do that. So I did tune in a bit later, but a lot had happened since then. The goal came. I didn't see the goal live, but I did get to see the goal, obviously. That was Havertz teeing up Mount for a pretty routine side foot into the back of the net. They basically walked the ball in. Very good build-up play. Alonso with the great run as well. Needs some credit. Alonso had a good game, filling in for Ben Chilwell. Alonso is going to have a lot of game time this season. And Chelsea probably, they can't regret letting Emerson go out on loan because it would have been Emerson, Alonso, and Chilwell. Chilwell's now out for the rest of the season pretty much. So they would need to bring in a youngster or use someone else on the wings sometimes. Because they do have 3 at the back. Wing back is basically playing as a wing back. And I'm pretty sure some of the attacking players could slot in and do that as well. So, look, Danny Rose did get a great chance around the 35th minute. And he was wide open. And that shot was well saved by Edward Mendy, man. The goal came in the 43rd minute for Emmanuel Dennis, who has been the best player this season for Watford. And look, this game was missing an Ismail Assar. Definitely missing Sa, because I think if you had a Sa, it could have been a totally different game where some of the opportunities that fell to some of the other players would have been put in by Ismail Assar. We know how good he is. So Dennis now has 6 goals along with, quite a few assists, and he has been the most productive player in the Watford jersey this season for sure. Look, after Dennis brilliantly equalized, nutmeg Rudiger, and I think if it didn't hit Rudiger on his leg, maybe Mendy would have saved that, but good goal nevertheless, equalizer, right? And as a City fan watching this, I was damn happy. I got to keep it real, I was happy. Sissoko had a chance in the 48th minute around, first half extra time. 45, 3rd minute of first half extra time there. And scuffed the shot. Chelsea, with an opportunity like that, wouldn't have scuffed their shot. You see what I'm saying? Unless it was Timo Werner. And even him would have probably put it in the back of the net. But Sissoko, who did set up Emmanuel Dennis, I think that was Dennis with the ball into Sissoko, could have, returned the favor, but former Tottenham man, who has been solid in the Watford jersey, failed to score. We know scoring is not his forte anyways. 1-1 at halftime. There was another chance for Watford, 57th minute. Tom cleverly actually slipped before he had an opportunity to shoot, and the outrushing Mendy actually saved the scuff shot. So Watford, look, when you're playing against teams like Chelsea, who are on top of the table, who won the Champions League last season, you have to score. You have to be Man City-esque and beat Chelsea with those opportunities. Okay? You can't be playing around like that. And that is why they lost the game. They were playing around too much. Too much. Chelsea came to the realization like, hey, man. Hey, we're not playing so well. We need to get our act together. Thomas Tuchel did his thing, brought on Ziyech. The rest is history, as they say, man. 73rd minute goal. Very good build-up play once again. Mount to Ziyech, who scored brilliantly. Brilliant goal. Bachmann, he was actually diving backwards in the goal. He couldn't stop that one. And Kushka had a chance from a free kick, and Mendy tipped it over. That was a brilliant free kick, but I don't think you were going to beat Mendy with that shot at all. So, 2-1 win for Chelsea. Mendy would be pissed that he don't have a clean sheet, but still, Chelsea will be happy with the win. Hard-fought win, and 3 points is 3 points, right? But I have to say this. Chelsea did pick up 2 draws across their last 5 games. They've been showing signs of weakness lately. I know you're probably saying, oh, you're a City fan, of course you're going to say something like that, blah, 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 blah. No, man, I'm telling you. When you're an opposition fan and you watch these games, you see what fans of the clubs don't see. You guys are looking at things from a different perspective. I look at things from another angle, right? I'm looking for weakness. I'm looking for weakness, and I'm spotting the weaknesses while you're looking to see if the team is going to score. You see what I'm saying? And most opposition fans don't watch the other teams play. I don't think Liverpool fans and Chelsea fans watch every City game. You feel me? They don't even watch all of their own games. You see what I mean? So, look, Chelsea, 1 point ahead of Man City, 2 points ahead of Liverpool. All I got to say is be careful, man. Be careful. Be careful. But a win is a win. 3 points on the board. It's 3 points on the board. Best defense in the league and the second best attack. Goes all across the field. And they would have positives to take away, but also they got some negatives that they got to work on as well. Lukaku came back. He got to run out. When is he going to start? Would he start against West Ham this weekend? Left to be seen. That West Ham game is going to be a big test for Chelsea. I'm ready to see what West Ham are going to do in that game. I'm ready to see what Leeds are going to do next Saturday. Everton as well. Wolves. Chelsea got a December they could navigate, man. They got December where they could navigate pretty, you know. But then again, you never know. Quality opposition still. Even though Everton is struggling, you never know. And we know what Wolves could do. So let's see what Chelsea does in December, because when January comes along, when they got to play Man City on the 15th, there'll be no Mendy. When they got to play Liverpool on the 2nd, well, Liverpool won't have Salah, but they'll even out. They won't have Salah and Armani. There won't be no Mendy. There won't be no Mendy for Tottenham game either. So, look, this could be the turning point of the season. January. Late December, January. Remember, I told you so. Unless Kepa becomes like prime Valdez or something. You see what I mean? But good win. Good win nevertheless for Chelsea. It's a must win. They got to win. You see what I'm saying? Because if you didn't win, you'll be third. And I'm going to say this. You let City or Liverpool ahead, it'll be very difficult to catch them. It'll be very difficult. As for Watford, Ranieri found himself in 13th. 4 losses across the last 5 games. I think Ranieri could get sacked. I think Claudio Ranieri could get the sack. He could be the second man to get sacked this season. Don't be surprised if he gets the sack. Okay? Ranieri, 7 matches, 5 L's, 2 losses. You could get the sack. Oh, man, we might see Sam Allardyce in charge of Watford next. Keep your fingers crossed on that one. So that's my thoughts. Watford will play Man City in their next game. Oh, man, we know what happens when that fixture is played. But you never know, though. With guys like Emmanuel Dennis playing well, Ismail Assar could come back. And we know you catch City on the break, you could definitely trouble Edison. So, well played, Mason Mount. Well played, Ziyech. Saul, I can't say Saul well played at all. I think they need to ship Saul back to Spain. Definitely. He has been awful. Awful, awful, awful. Okay? So, like, guys, big up to everybody in the stream. Remember, this is only entertainment, so don't take everything I say literal. You feel me? Make sure you smash the thumbs up button, guys. We only got 48 thumbs up. We got 100 plus people in here right about now. Let's get the stream up to 100 thumbs up, man. We got to talk Liverpool. We got to talk City. And those are the next games coming up. Smash up the thumbs up button for the live stream, man. Come on. You guys could do a lot better than that. You could do a lot better than that. Let's go. Let's start the next game. Aston Villa 1. Man City 2. Oh. Let me find my notes, so make sure I give you guys the real. Make sure you don't miss any major details in the game. Of course, you know, both these games were playing at the same time. Liverpool, Everton, and City, Aston Villa. And I had to drop my wife to work extra early just so that I could actually watch these games without interruption. But then when I came home, I had my son, Liam, just, oh man, you know what I'm saying? It's bothering me, man. You know what I'm saying? I put some chicken in the oven for him, some fries, and he just kept bothering me for the chicken as soon as it went in. I'm like, bro, the thing gotta cook. But you know who's cooking? Man City! Oh, man. 2-1. Against a very good Villa team under Steven Gerrard. I gotta give it to Villa, though. They kept me on my edge. They kept me on the edge of my seat. I couldn't lay down and relax here at all because they played well, man. They really, really did. We had to fight for this freaking win. So, City, of course, rested players. We had Nathan Zinchenko coming in, Fernandinho coming in. It was a rotated team. But even with a rotated team, Man City still looks the same team, man. And you got to give it to Pep Guardiola for having the players so well drilled and having the team, the machine, so well oiled. So hot. Bubbling. Brilliant. Brilliant win. Look, in the first 25 minutes or so, City did get a few chances saved by the goalkeeper. And they were dominant, but there was a few occasions where Villa did get on the break and they looked very, very dangerous. And I keep saying this, I absolutely hate that about the way we play, though. We hold the ball for most of the time, but every time we give away the ball, we're so vulnerable on the break. When teams get on the break, on a counter-attack, we're so vulnerable, man. There has to be a way to stop this. It's very difficult to stop, though, because the better teams always play like that. The better teams play with the ball, they fall up the field, and whenever they lose the ball, whenever there's a lapse in concentration, whenever the other team press in and win the ball back, they break well, and you know, they more than likely score, and you know, have the players wondering what happened. And a lot of that happened in the game. But the goal, though, Ruben Dias' goal, you got to give it to Sterling, though. Sterling have been really playing some good football lately. I'm going to keep it real. Football fans are very fickle. If you're not playing well, you can leave the club, like right now. But if you play well, like, yeah, you could stay. You see what I'm saying? And this is the Sterling that Man City is paying to play. This Sterling. But I think maybe Sterling, Bernardo, all these guys who are a bit worried because Grealish came in and Pep, you know, was treating Grealish like his little pet and actually playing him in every single game. And Grealish wasn't doing a goddamn thing. You see what I'm saying? And it's refreshing. I gotta say this right now. I like Grealish and all, but it's refreshing to see Raheem Sterling playing well. Because Grealish was getting figured out over there on the wing. Grealish might have to play as a midfielder. You see what I'm saying? He might have to play as a midfielder now. You know what I mean? You might have to use him in the midfield or bring him off the bench if he doesn't start, because I don't like what he's doing, man. Because, look, at Villa, he's allowed to carry the ball. He's allowed to run with the ball. And when he did that, he lost the ball a lot. And it was to Villa's detriment, right? But at City, you can't keep the ball that long. You got to keep it moving. You got to keep it moving. And Grealish is getting figured out too easily. So it's going to be very difficult to him to get into the team. I think Pep would actually start him in the next Champions League game, which doesn't matter because, you know, we win the group already. So we'll see him in that game and maybe some FA Cup games or something coming up right now, because we can't be playing around. It's a business. It's getting closer to the business end of this. Matter of fact, every match is the freaking business. Every match is business going forward. Can't play around. But that was a good goal scored by Ruben Diaz, though. I was so happy. I'm like, even Ruben Diaz chipping in with the goals. Good left-footed shot. Players blocked Emi Martinez and ball crept in at the near post. Leon Bailey went off injured. Finally getting to play with his buddy Sterling, right? And just too wild. Why are you so wild up, bro? You're so wild up. If I could talk to you face to face, I'll tell you need to relax, bro. You gotta play the game at a good pace. You're ODing. You're running too. You're too hyped. You are too hyped, bro. And that is why you're injuring yourself time and time and time and time again. Okay? What are you trying to prove? Anyways, I'm not even going to talk about that any longer. You don't play like that for Jamaica? The Bernardo Silva goal. Oh, my God. Sterling went down. The ball went into the box. Villa on the attack. And then Cancelo dealt with it. Give it to Mahrez. Mahrez, brilliant skill to get out of the situation. Cancelo picking out Fernandinho. And then Fernandinho picking out Jesus. Jesus picking out Bernardo. And the first time shot. Lord Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. That was brilliant. If you're in here right now and you didn't see that goal, you need to go check out the highlights for that game, because you got to see that goal. That was exquisite. Bernardo Silva, man, he's the other one, right? That was in the news that he could be leaving. Bro, you ain't going nowhere, man. You're too good, too special. No one else could have you right now. You're too special. And Man City got to do whatever they could to tie this guy down, man. Give him a brand new contract, up his wages. He's too good. He's still young. You can't lose him. No money right now. No money right now is good. Look at the whole Leroy Sané situation. 50 million pounds. We're still okay without Sané, but imagine if we had Sané. God damn. You see what I'm saying? He was the player that people really feared. Talk to anybody. Who are you scared of? Leroy. You feel me? So, Bernardo, that was brilliant, man. 2-0 to City. And back to front in a flash to catch Villa sleeping. Brilliant stuff. Got to give it to Gabriel Jesus as well. He has been solid this season. I think every player for City has been solid, maybe with the exception of Grealish on the lower end. Sterling's getting back to his best as well. You know, Laporte has been so-so this season. Everybody else, I think, you know, Ake had a solid game. Zinchenko had a good game as well. Everybody else, I've been pretty happy with. Mahrez, oh man, look, if I start talking about each and every City player, man, I'll take forever. Rodri is growing in stature. Fernandinho feels so confident when he's on the field. Edison. Oh my God. Look, Villa did score one. Douglas Luiz corner put in by Ollie Watkins. Watkins was very good in the game. And then Konza had a chance that he put wide. 72nd minute, City almost had one. Another brilliant build-up where Jesus swung and he put it wide. But then the save, man. The save by Chuck Wumeka, who came off the bench. His shot, saved by Edison. Oh my God. I was like, Jesus Christ. Thank you very much. Wow. That was close. That was close. That's how close Villa pushed us. Villa under Gerrard is going to give a lot of teams a lot of problems this season. I like Gerrard. I've always liked him, man. Always liked him. You see what I'm saying? And I think he's going to do well. Really think he's going to do well as a manager. Very gritty player, and the teams are taking on his DNA. For sure. You just have to, you know, use the players that he got. He got some very good players. And Danny Ings come back and everything. And a few players come back from injury. You got to use his players, and I know he's going to bring in some players of his own as well. It's going to be a good stint. Going to be a really good stint, man. Gerrard, you're going to be a top manager. I got to give it to you, man. 2 wins in his first 2, but look, when you meet City, you know what I'm saying? Unstoppable force. It's going to be very difficult, man. And Villa learned that, but they did put up a very, very, very good fight. As I mentioned, Grealish did come on to play versus his old club. They booed him. Some cheered him. Nice little cameo, nothing special. But look, Villa used that £100 million very wisely, man. Because, you know, we got to give Grealish some time. We may not see the best of him in a City shirt this season. Just know that. A lot of pressure on him. He's been in the news, being a little gallus and everything. Since a big gallus. And just give him some time, man. I know people like say, oh, damn, you criticize other people and say they're not, blah. Yeah, give Grealish some time, man. We see what happened with Joao Cancelo. Best fullback in the league, by the way. And look at how he is now. People said he's a flop first season. Laughed. Look at him now. But solid performance by City. Also solid performance by Villa. And 3 points. 3 points for City in the bag. 1 point behind Chelsea in the league in second. And for Aston Villa, they're 13th with 16 points. After 5-game run where they lost under Dean Smith. 2 wins, but now a loss. First loss as Villa manager for Steven Gerrard. Not a bad start if you ask me. Their next game will be against Leicester this Sunday. Then they got Liverpool, Norwich, Burnley. Expect some more wins for Gerrard though. Definitely. For City, they will play Watford at Vicarage Road. Traveling to Germany. Are teams allowed to travel to Germany, by the way? See, you got a COVID breakout again over there. Leipzig on Tuesday. More to come on that. Don't know if for sure. And then Man City hosts Wolves and Leeds. Very nice December, if you ask me. Teams that could give us a lot of trouble. But, you know, teams that we could definitely defeat as well. Wolves, Leeds, Newcastle, Leicester, Brentford, all coming up next after the Watford game. December could be a month where Man City actually, you know, tighten their grip on this title, defending the title. I know some people wouldn't want to hear that, but it's true. It is true. So, what are you guys saying in the chat, man? Big up to everybody in here right about now. Thank you very much. Appreciate everybody in here right now. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button for the stream. We got Lengon Sweet saying, if we had Ferran in Crystal Palace game, would have won. Every time we played them, he has scored. Well, you can't say that, but yeah. Ferran Torres want to go to Barcelona, guys. You know what I mean? 80, we had loads of good young players coming through. Depends on if he wants to use them or buy new ones. Yeah, Chuck Womaker comes to mind. There's that other kid, man, Archer. Cameron Archer is a good player as well. You know, you do have some good players coming through. Let's see if he does use them. Dupe says Rodri has been amazing. We got the Liverpool game coming up next, guys, so make sure you stick around. Hour 34 minutes. I'm not going to be super long tonight. I'm going to definitely take tonight and, you know, I have to prep for the live stream tomorrow. It's been a lot of work, guys. A lot of work. A lot of work indeed, man. But if you're in here and you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. We'll definitely appreciate that. How many likes we got right now, man? We hit 75 yet? No, we're not doing well. You guys are not liking the video. You guys are not liking the video, man. You guys, and somebody just took away their like as well. Whatever, man. Antoine, how you doing, bro? Nice to see you in here. Luma and you, bro, chill with the Ragnick talk, bro. Cause if Ragnick flop, I'm the first person gonna tell you about it. So just chill. Big up to Goran in the house. How you doing, Goran? How's everybody doing, man? Guys, you know, when I do these streams, with a lot of passion, a lot of heart. You know what I mean? Look, I have my son. You see what I'm saying? My offspring on me right now. I'm hugging him. You know listen. You know I'm doing my best. You know I'm doing my best. Look, let's move on though. Let's move on. Let's land the plane. Let us land the plane tonight. Let's make sure we touched all the fixtures here. And we're not gonna stick around today at all. I'm not sticking around. I'm not lollygagging today because too much work to be done. Gotta prep for tomorrow, and you know what I mean. Gotta wake up early and everything. I don't even know if I'll be ready. I did push back the stream tomorrow too, an hour, just so that I have enough time to do a bit of research on each and every game, man. You know, quick turnaround. It's not gonna be easy. But yeah, I touched on everything except Everton 1, Liverpool 4. Big win. Statement win for Liverpool in this derby. Rafa Benitez under a whole lot of pressure. And look, you play Liverpool, you would have wanted to, if you lost, more respectably. Not 4-1, man. The game was way one-sided. It was too one-sided, man. It was like another practice game for Liverpool. And you know, usually when Liverpool and Everton play each other, you get a good game. You see what I mean? A game that could go any which way. And last season, Everton didn't lose to Liverpool. So they were probably coming into the game very confident. But look, with 31% of the ball, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if I have anything good to say about Everton here. They were really sloppy. Did get a goal. That's the only good thing maybe you could say about Everton in the game. Good goal. Very good pass by Richarlison. Good goal by Gray. But apart from that, absolutely horrible, man. Horrible. 60 shots on goal for Liverpool. 7 on target. Few saves by Pickford. And when you say save, you talk about that Salah save, Trent Alexander-Arnold save, and that Mane save. And then the other 4 in the back of the net as well. So those were the 7 shots on target. I'm pretty sure out of 16, a couple blocks, couple wide, and you know, Liverpool really, really dominated this game, man. They dominated the game from the start, the very, very start, man. Where 2nd minute, Matip header went wide from a Trent Alexander-Arnold corner. Salah's chance put over after an Everton giveaway. That was a brilliant chance. Salah, I don't know how you didn't score that. And Salah had another chance, well saved by Pickford. Fabinho to Mane, great build-up. And Salah wasn't able to score that. But then the goal came, though. The goal came around the 9th minute. Jordan Henderson. Got to give it to Henderson, though. Definitely got to give it to Henderson. And some people are surprised whenever I put Henderson in my combined 11s. Henderson have been good, man. The last 3 years, he has been good. Maybe even more years, but I just didn't notice. People who used to like to banter Henderson for some reason, though. See what I mean? 7 yellow cards in this game. Very, very cagey affair. Very physical. But, look. Henderson got real physical with that ball. That was a brilliant left-footed shot, man. He's scoring them with his left, scoring them with his right these days. He's been very productive this season in terms of his goal return. And you can remember that goal he scored against AC Milan early on in the season. And, you know, a few Champions League goals as well, a few Premier League goals. And what a way to kick things off. I was like, damn, great goal, right? And he's not even left-footed, right? So, good shit, good shit. Robertson with the assist for that goal, though. That was actually a ball to Marnie. And he was in space. Give it to Robertson, who squared from Henderson. And good left-footed goal. Demarai Gray, culprit in the giveaway early on in the play there. So, Trent Alexander-Arnold had a shot save in the 15th minute. Gotta give it to Pickford for saving a few of those chances early on in the game. It could have been worse. It could have been about 4-0 in about 20 minutes too. So, credit to Pickford. Definitely credit to Pickford. So, the other goal came in the 19th minute there. Liverpool first give the ball away and then get it back immediately. Jordan Henderson picking out Salah in a whole lot of space. The thing I don't understand, right? Let me tell you something I don't understand with some of these defenders. You know Salah is dangerous. You know this. What planet are you living on? You know Salah is dangerous. Mark the man, man. You see what I'm saying? Mark him. This guy's ball watching and things like that. It's the same with Cristiano Ronaldo in the Arsenal game. Mark the man. You feel me? You know he's dangerous. Stick close to him. But nah. You give Salah acres. Green acres to run into. And you know the man is one of the fastest players in the league. He running behind easily. And that finish, opening up his body, that curler, oh my God. 2-0. 2-0, man. 2-0. You know what I'm saying? At least when you watch Liverpool, you get you get some entertainment. At least. Even if they lose, you're still entertained. It's a win-win when you watch Liverpool, right? If they win, you know they win big. You get to see some good goals. And if they lose, as a City fan, I'm like, you know, I'm smiling inside. You see what I'm saying? So it's a win-win to watch the games. And for the Liverpool fans, it's the same if you watch the City games. Because, you know, exquisite football. And you want us to drop points. You see? So if we do drop points, you're like, haha, that was good. So, you know what wasn't good in this game? Everton. Definitely not good. They did get a few look-ins. Trent did stop a ball from coming in. That was pretty good. Good clearance. Marnie shot save in the 26th minute. And then we had that Demarai Gray goal in the 38th minute there. Good build-up play. Allen involved deep. Richarlison as well. And Gray with the nutmeg on the goalkeeper to score. He's been good for them. He is a bargain signing. 2-1 at halftime. It was a good fight back from Everton. And they were back in the game. 2-1. It's not a bad scoreline at all. Early in the second half, the game started out really bright. Really, really bright second half there at the start. Gray had a chance, put in, headed away by Matip. And the game was really, really scrappy, exciting game. Everton did get a free kick, smashed into the wall by Townsend, and the resulting corner was cleared. And I'm telling you, and I don't know, I really don't know what it wasn't clear. It was a pass back by, it was cleared, but it was a back pass by Gray. Back pass by Gray to Seamus Coleman to recycle the play and come back again. And I don't know who to blame, if I have to blame Gray for the stupid pass that he did. He should have taken a touch and passed the ball on the ground, but I think he hit it and the ball was bouncing awkwardly to Seamus Coleman, who was caught in two minds. Took a touch, and then he got the ball taken off by Salah. And Salah is so quick. And we know Seamus Coleman is quick, but I thought he was quicker than that. Not until he come up against Salah. He looked really slow. See what I'm saying? I think I could actually run faster than some of these Premier League players, guys. You know, I need to lose some weight, but I could still run fast. You see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I could run faster than Seamus Coleman right now. I'm convinced. At least I'm convinced. After what I saw there, I'm definitely convinced I could run faster than Seamus Coleman. But that was a brilliant breakaway, man. Brilliant breakaway by Mo Salah. And look, man, that was a good goal. Good goal at an angle to beat Pickford. Salah has been clinical, man. You know, so it's gonna be hard to get the golden boot away from him this season. He's gonna score. Right now, it looks like he's heading towards about 25 to 30 goals this season. You see? So, look, the season Salah scored 30-something. Liverpool didn't win the title, though. So, just remember that. It does not equate to a title. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So, look. Liverpool, that third goal pretty much wrapped things up. I don't think Everton would have come back after that. And the Jota goal, man, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you about entertainment. That's entertainment, man. That is entertainment. The build-up play. Milner with the crossfield ball. Robertson with the pick out to dice apart the Everton defense. And then when Jota got the ball with his back to Allen, and then that move to flick it through his leg, and the shot just reminded me of one player I could have thought about. That was Sergio Aguero, whose career is pretty much over, right? So it's nice to see things like that. Reminds you of the legendary Man City player. 4-1, man. Liverpool became the first top flight team to score 2+ goals in 18 consecutive games, which is absolutely brilliant, right? And that's 8 matches winless for the Evertonians. I know when your neighbors are not doing good, it kind of bring down the community, you know what I mean? It bring down the value of your house too. But I think Liverpool would enjoy that, man, you know what I mean? I think they would enjoy that, you know what I'm saying? They would want to burn Goodison Park down to the ground. No casualties, though. You know, so good win. Good win in the derby. I didn't expect any other result, by the way. Everton's been in a very difficult situation, man. A lot of injuries. And that's when you don't prepare properly. You could prepare, but you don't prepare properly. And I don't think Carlo, Rafa Benitez is actually using all his weapons, because there's a player, right? I don't know if he'll be better, but try him, man. Try him, man. Look, Jen Tucson. Oh, he did come on. I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize he came on the field, though. Wow. Okay, so he's finally giving Tucson a try, but trying from the start. I didn't even notice he came on. Oxlade, Chamberlain, Minamino, Milner did get a run out. Fabian Delph, Tucson, and Anthony Gordon, you know, for Everton. Gordon did look good when he came on, though. I gotta say that. But give the look. You got Lewis Dobbin here, who's a forward. You gotta try something new, Rafa, because what you've been doing across the last 8 games, it's not working. It ain't working. You see what I'm saying? Try something new, man. Try something new. I don't know why you keep persisting with this Rondon guy, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Rondon knows the Premier League and all, but Rondon ain't it, man. Seriously. He's been garbage. Give somebody else a try. This is an opportunity to birth a star. Give Dobbin a try. You feel me? Give him an opportunity. Give him an opportunity. Like Liverpool's been giving Tyler Martin, Nico Williams, and these guys opportunity. Give these youngsters opportunities. That's, you know, when things are not working, try something else. Listen to my advice, Rafa. Try something else, bro. But anyways, in terms of some insights here, Rafael Benitez tonight became the first person to take charge of a Merseyside derby at the helm of both his current club Everton and Liverpool. He's only the second person to manage both clubs after Willie Edward Barclay, though he never took charge of Everton during a clash with Liverpool. Ooh. Liverpool scored 4 goals in an away match against Everton for the first time since a 5-0 win in November 1982 under Bob Paisley. So that's how important this win was. It was a big win. They don't score 4 away into Everton very often, guys. This was a big win. Since the start of last season, no current Premier League side has lost more home games in the competition than Everton, 12, level with the Foxes, Leicester City. So, yeah, congrats to the Reds and yet another successful match. Salah, king of the game. You can see him right there. Just some visuals for your eyeballs. And Klopp, I did notice this, you know, I saw it on Twitter, but I did notice Klopp for the first goal. He started to act crazy, right, with his celebration. And then when he turned around and he kind of saw Rafa there, he kind of chilled. And he did, you know, calm down and he still celebrated, but, you know what I mean, it wasn't as exuberant as he usually does. But Rafa, bro, I'm sorry for you, but you're getting sacked. He's getting sacked. I'm not changing. Rafael Benitez will be the next manager sacked. Remember, I told you so. Next game is against Arsenal, then Crystal Palace. I don't know if they're beating these teams. Chelsea, Leicester, I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. If he do survive those games, then maybe the Burnley, the Newcastle, the Brighton matches could be a little easier. But Everton are in the mud right about now. They find themselves in 14th with 15 points. And for Liverpool, they're third. Even playing this well, 1 loss, you're third. That's how good Man City and Chelsea have been this season. That is how good they've been this season. And West Ham as well, who are the only team to beat Liverpool. Well played. Liverpool's next game will be against Wolves. Then they got Milan, Aston Villa, PTSD. Maybe not. Newcastle, they got some manageable games coming up. Tottenham, they could be tricky games as well. Leicester, and then you got I can't wait to see what's gonna happen in January without Salah, without Mane. But some say, you know, there's been things in the news where rumors going around. Liverpool could look to bolster by bringing in a winger in January. Are they gonna bring in a winger? I think it would be the wise thing to do. From another club, it would be kind of, you know, clubs don't want to sell, especially Rafinha linked. They don't want to sell. Luis Diaz could be a good option from Porto. I don't think they'll want to sell, seeing that they're going to be in the title race over there in Portugal. But it's left to be seen who Liverpool could actually bring in, though. You know what I'm saying? Gervais saying McGinn could be at Liverpool. McGinn is a quality player, but I don't know. I don't know, though. I don't know about that. Villa suits him. Villa definitely suits him. Villa definitely suits him. So what we got here? Big up to everybody in the house. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate everybody. Gervais says, I am not entertained when I watch City. I know exactly what's going to happen. You guys going to hold possession and eventually score and win. Nothing excited about that. Ah, good laugh, man. Good laugh. I love it. I love it. Love it, man. There's a lot of things that I could talk about right now, man, but it'll take forever. That's it for this week's roundup. And yeah, I think I ought to take some time to actually, guys, prep for tomorrow's live stream, man. Seriously. You know what I mean? I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that. I'm seeing something right now where it says Henderson has come a long way, and it shows him back in the day on a little bike in training. Oh, man. I know, right? But, yeah. Let me see if there's anything on the website here that I've missed that we could actually talk about before I go. Let me see. Anything in terms of the news. Premier League defibrillator will save lives. Yeah, remember Wolves were, practicing to, CPR and everything. They need a defibrillator now at every ground. I think that's going to be mandatory going forward there as well, guys. The Premier League are really pushing this thing, though, guys. This Rainbow Laces thing, inclusivity and all of that. They're pushing it. I don't know are we ready for that, guys? Are we ready? Big up to Ron. Ron, I could remember when you came on the stream back when. That was like a couple seasons ago. Big up to Ron, man. How are you feeling? Are we ready for inclusivity, guys? You know what I'm saying? Listen, you have this whole Black Lives Matter thing. People taking a knee and they getting booed and all that kind of stuff. Are we ready for are we ready for that? Are we ready for the Rainbow Laces thing? Yeah, we know Ryan definitely not ready for that, for real. Remember I had a conversation with him about that whole thing, and he was like, nah. Yeah, guys, for real though, if there's a gay player, are we ready for that? You see what I'm saying? For real though, just keeping it real. I'm not homophobic, just to put it out there. I don't have no problem with gay people. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gay. You all know that. You don't actually know that, but I'm not gay. I'm letting you know. But, oh, man, it's a touchy subject, man. You see what I'm saying? It's a real touchy subject, man. I'm telling you. It's a touchy subject. You feel me? What if there's a team with like 5 gay players on there? That'd be one hell of a team, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. You see what I'm saying? I don't think players are brave enough to actually do that, though. I don't think players are brave enough to come out. There's probably a few gay players in the league right now that we don't know about, right? In the closet. I don't think they're brave enough. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Maybe in a few years, we might be watching the league and there might be a rainbow color kit and all. Maybe. All right. It's more accepted more than Black Lives. Yeah, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. The players would definitely be booed. I think it's going to weigh down on the mental health side of thing as well, where if a player doesn't play well and the crowd retaliates, it's tricky, man. It's tricky. You feel me? But listen, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. Feel me? It'll be an uncomfortable situation, but it is what it is. It's the world that we're living in right now. So, latest news, Kings of the match. Bam, we're not going to touch on that. Officials for match week 15. What else we got here? Fantasy Premier League news. Bam. What else we got? I haven't been in fantasy Premier League. I never did any fantasy thing. See what I'm saying? What we learned in match week 14. What's here? What is here? What is here? So let's look at this. Let's look at this before I go, right? What we learned in match week 14, right? A quarter of Timo Pukki's Premier League goals have come against Newcastle with 4 out of 16. Against no other side has he scored more than twice in the competition. Leeds 1, Crystal Palace 0. Since their return to the Premier League, Leeds have won 6 of their 7 midweek matches in the competition, winning all 5 such encounters on a Tuesday. Southampton, Leicester. Leicester have scored and conceded in 14 consecutive away Premier League matches, stretching back to a 2-1 win at Aston Villa in February. This is a joint record in Premier League history, along with a 14-match run for Blackburn between May 2011 and February 2012. We go on. Emmanuel Dennis became the first Watford player to score in 3 consecutive Premier League matches since Troy Deeney in February of 2017. The Nigerian has been directly involved in 8 goals, 4 goals and 4 assists in his last 5 appearances in the competition. This is absolutely brilliant, man. That is brilliant. And I think he's the kind of player I think could suit Arsenal. Let's say Watford. Even if Watford stay up, Arsenal could go in for a neat little player like Emmanuel Dennis, though. Get rid of Lacazette, who's been lacking big time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Brighton's Neil Maupay has now scored 5 goals in his last 7 Premier League starts in London. He loves the city, loves the capital. Wolves. Sean Dyche has only lost 1 of his 11 matches against Wolves, winning 5, drawing 5, with his sides keeping 5 clean sheets in that run. Villa, Man City. Ollie Watkins have scored 5 goals in 3 Premier League appearances against reigning champions. 4 in 2 matches versus Liverpool last season, 1 versus City on Wednesday. He's the first player to score in his first 3 appearances against a reigning Premier League champion since Roberto Pereira versus Leicester in 2017 and Chelsea in 2017-18. Roberto Pereira, formerly of Watford, man. Remember him? Remember him, guys? Everton, Liverpool. Mo Salah has been directly involved in at least 1 goal in each of his last 12 Premier League appearances. 13 goals, 7 assists. God damn it, you Salah. Yeah, too good. He is the 3rd player to achieve that feat after Stan Collymore, 12th March to August 1995, and Jamie Vardy, 15 August to December of 2015. Tottenham. Antonio Conte has won his first 3 home matches in all competition at Spurs. He is the club's 4th consecutive manager to achieve this start of their tenure. Also, Jose Mourinho, Ryan Mason, and Nuno Espirito Santo, with Mauricio Pochettino in 2014, the last to fail to do so. It is not a good sign because the last 3 of those managers are not in charge of Tottenham. So Conte, watch your back. Emil Smith, for 21 years, 121 days, is now the 2nd youngest goal scorer for Arsenal in the Premier League at Old Trafford after Nicolas Anelka in February of 1999. Anelka has played for everybody, man. Didn't Anelka play for Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City? God damn, Anelka. And probably a few other Premier League clubs and few other big clubs, man. Don't remind me of this Anelka kid, man. Please don't remind me of Anelka. Who could remember what happened to France? I think that was the 2010 World Cup when Anelka got sent home. He's a troublemaker, man. I think it's 2010, right? Yeah, I think that definitely is 2010, man. France. Nicolas Anelka, guys. Just so you know. PSG to Arsenal. Arsenal to Real Madrid. Real Madrid to PSG. PSG to Liverpool. Liverpool to PSG on loan. PSG to City Well, I think he went to Liverpool on loan. Yeah, then he went back to PSG. Then he went from freaking PSG to Man City. Man City to Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce to Bolton Wanderers, you know, when they used to do the thing. Then Bolton to Chelsea. Then from Chelsea to the Chinese Super League in 2012. Then from the Chinese Super League to Juventus. Then from Juventus to West Brom. Oh my God, this guy, man. And he was in Mumbai City. He went to India. Nicholas Anelka, bro. Oh no, man. Oh no. But anyways, do we have any more? No, that's it. That's it. So big up to everybody in the stream, man. You guys are the real deal. Thanks for the continued support. All the clubs and players posted him and encouraged him. Who is that? Who are you talking about? Oh, a gay player came out the other day. Yeah, we talked about that one. We did talk about that one. Yeah, you forget, Demo, you don't really be around here that much these days. So you don't remember when we talked about that one. His name is Josh Cavallo, Australian player. We talked about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Talked about it. Harry Winks? Oh, man. Oh, man. People wouldn't feel safe in changing the rooms with you, you know? Yeah, I think people would feel safe, but I don't know, man. It would be weird, man. You look around and see somebody staring at you. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, what else we got here? Guys, 2 hours, 5 minutes, man. That'll be it for today. Not going to go later than that. I think I've done well in terms of the roundup. It's match day 14. We're going to venture into week 15. And I think I've done pretty good so far, man. What do you guys think? You guys think I've done well so far? Or you think I could have actually done better? You think I could have done better? All right, you know what I'm going to do right now? This is what I'm going to do right now, right? Let me do this right now. Let me do this right now as we're live. If you're in here right now, anything, what do you need me to improve on? Talk to me. I'm taking some critique right now. Don't be afraid. Let me know what you need me to improve on. Let me know what you need me to stop doing. Talk to me. Let me know what you need me to start doing. I'm taking some criticism right now. Constructive criticism. All right, Duper said I've done great. All right, good. When is the next stream? Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Have to do it tomorrow. If I don't manage to get it done in the morning, I'll do it in the evening. You know what? I think I might actually push that back to the evening, you know. I think I might push the stream back to the evening around this time. I think I just might. I think I just might, man. Because seriously, to get up in the morning to prep or to prep now, I rather just get up, do what I have to do. I have to do some work on my car. Got to change the oil. I got to do some things, man. I got to rake the leaves. I got to, you know what I'm saying? The food, the house needs food. I think I ought to do some things in the morning. I need to sleep a little later than usual as well. It's a bit stressful, to be honest, to get up early and do the stream. But not only to do the stream, just to prep for the stream. So I rather give myself some time to all day to prep and then later come and do the stream. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the most important thing. The most important thing is getting the stream done. Now, how many views the stream get or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So, let me see. What you guys? Okay. You're good. Nothing to improve upon. All right. Start back the gaming channel. Oh, my God. You want me to start back the gaming channel? That's what you want me to do? You sure? That's a bit... I don't know, man. I would love to, but it's pretty tough, man. It's pretty tough. See what I'm saying? I haven't played FIFA since September, though. You know? I've been thinking about doing something, but it's a lot of work, though. But it'll be back. Comb your beard. Yeah, my beard is combed. Try and get people on the show. All right, let me talk about that a little. As you know, for the first, 6 weeks? First 5 weeks or whatever it was, I did get people on the show, right? As far as I could remember, I did get people on the show. Let me just go back and see, the last time I brought someone on, I think that was Ryan. I brought on Melina. I brought on my boy Adam the Great. Lemon Sweet, why don't you come on? You see what I'm saying? Why don't you come on the show? You see what I mean? Why don't you come on tomorrow and talk about Man City? Write down everything you need to say. Come on and talk to us. Because the thing that a lot of people don't understand is you have to get into people's DMs and ask them to come on. And a few times, a few people have flaked on me. You see what I'm saying? I ain't going to call no names. But I don't like chasing down people for features. You see what I'm saying? And for collaborations. I like when somebody say, hey, man, I want to collaborate. And I say, okay, come through. But people doing their own thing. I don't want to ask and people say no. They say, one time I asked this guy and he's like, I'm like, yo, could you come on? He's like, I don't know if I'm going to be busy or not. I'm like, what the fuck you saying? What? You don't know if you're going to be busy? Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. You see what I'm saying? Take off your hat and let's see your head. That's my critique. Well, my head is not in very good shape right now. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't know, I have taken off my hat on many different occasions. You know that. You know that. You see what I'm saying? But usually my head is like shaved bald because, my hairline, of course, is receding. I'm old. And my dad is bald, so it's hereditary. So I don't want to be presenting myself like that. You know what I'm saying? So I wear a cap, which is more presentable. Let's keep it real. You feel me? Let us keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100, 100, 100, 100. You know what I'm saying? I won't be out here, you know what I'm saying, looking wild. Not gonna do it. Not go and say, Dom, just copy Lukaku. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be exposing myself like that. Dom keeps his promises. Patience is required. All. Yeah, I'll be doing a gaming stream again, guys. Don't worry. Not everyone can get on camera for 2 hours and talk. It's harder than it looks. Yep. Absolutely right. All right, Shadrach, bottom of the hour, Dom. Progress and development takes time, but I will say more coverage of more CONCACAF and CONMEBOL League play, yet you have been quality, though. The thing, right, Shadrach, it's hard, bro. You see what I'm saying? I do have access to the Brazilian League, and I think the Argentinian League. I can watch those on Paramount Plus, and I have access to the MLS. I have access to a lot of leagues, but I just can't watch everything because I'm not a single man. I have 3 kids, I have a wife, I have a career, and my time is limited. So it's very difficult, very, very difficult to watch other leagues. I have La Liga, I have, what else? I have the Italian League, I have Liga, I have all the leagues, German Bundesliga, I can watch every league. But I just watch the Premier League because, that's my focus right now. That is my focus. So what else we got here? What else we got here? FIFA 22 is so terrible, though. I can't even play it. I missed the FIFA streams. I'll bring them back, guys. I'll bring them back. Don't worry. But the thing is, I've just been on a mission to grow this channel and just to, put out as much content as possible as well. And that's exactly what I've been doing. And I've done well. I've really done well in 2022, man. The channel, 2021, the channel have really grown. You know what I'm saying? And I'm closing in on 50K. And I think, we'll hit that maybe early next year. Coverage of the AFCON, World Cup qualifiers as well. We'll hit that early next year. And then, yeah. But I have to bring back the gaming streams, though. I gotta bring him back. Maybe I'll do that this month. Maybe I will this month. Maybe I will. Like some of those nights when I don't really have much to do, I'll just, what I could actually do is bring back the streams, and then I could even do like stream and then cut it up and put them out. I have some plans for the gaming channel. It will be back, guys. Just give me a break, man. I streamed from October last year to September, right? Well, I didn't stream much in the summer, but I brought back a few in September. And then I've taken a break. Let me take a break. God damn it. What else we got here, man? What else we got here? In terms of critique. Guys, any critique you have, let me know. Let me know. Anything you have to say, any improvement? Damn FIFA rages were epic, of course, man. Of course. Definitely, man, not a machine. We need a legendary collab, Goldbridge and Dom. That ain't happening, bro. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. Let me just put it out there one time. Let me just say that ain't happening. I ain't kissing nobody's ass on YouTube. Let me just put it out there. I ain't kissing nobody's ass for no collaboration or nothing. Let me just put it out there, man. You know, I've been grinding all by myself. I've brought a lot of people on the channel, like, you know, more recently. And, you know what I'm saying? It's been a one-man thing. That's why you see I stream by myself a lot, because can't depend on people, man. People are funny out here, man. You see what I mean? People do things for themselves. But you won't be seeing that one. On FIFA streams, we get to interact more with the viewers and Dom. I also miss Dom raging. Alright, people making 3 league videos a day, saying the same thing in different ways for 2 hours, bro. It's not that serious. I know what you're talking about, Jave. I know what you're talking about, bro. We need a Terry and Dom collab. That ain't happening either. Never. Never, bro. Demo says, I think it's perfect. Don't need much changes if you ask me. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. This channel is mostly, you know, just me and you and how I feel. And, you know, I involve it in my day-to-day life. I watch a game. I get off work. I'm in my car. I'll put up the, you know, prop up my camera there. And I'll talk to you. I talk to you wherever. And I think that's something unique about this channel. I think that is something unique. While most people want to be in a studio setting all the time, and they want to be, you know, using the big camera all the time. I use my phone a lot of times. You see I'm in my car. My phone costs more than my camera. So why not? You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. But guys, I've gone on way too long. Just a little bit of, you know, see what you guys like. I miss the Super League videos. Guys, don't worry. We're going to do something fun, man. We're going to do something fun in terms of the FIFA. And we're going to, you know, we're going to have some fun. Lang, damn, collab with City Extra. Listen, I ain't reaching out to nobody for no collabs right now. If anybody want to collab, they got to reach out to me. See what I'm saying? Seriously. Because collabs don't help me. They don't. They don't. If you see me collab, it's because I'm collabing with my friends. Just want to put it out there right now. You see me collab, I'm collabing with my friends, my peeps. I haven't been doing collabs because, just because, oh, that person is big and let me collab with them, it will help the channel. Nah, I need real people around these parts, man. Real people. The channel has come a long way. I remember when you were at like 15K, you worked very hard, damn. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. But guys, I'm going to be out of here right about now. And this is what the gaming streams were all about. We just discuss all sorts of things, right? But this ain't the place for it, though. We're not going to get into the politics here. Let me bring back the gaming streams, and then we'll do some more of that. You know what? When I'm done, I'm actually going to turn on the TV and look into downloading FIFA. Let me see what the price is right now. If I could get it on the cheap. FIFA 22. I haven't played it yet, though. You know what I'm saying? Who forget the 2018 videos that I was making? Classics, right? Classics. But guys, from your boy Dom, that'll be it for tonight. Got a lot of work to do still. Got a big weekend coming up. Big Champions League week next week. Europa League, Conference League, Premier League coming back again. It never ends. It never stops. Once there's life, there's football. Nothing's going to stop the show. Not even the coronavirus, right? So, guys, stay safe. Protect yourself. Thanks for the continued support. And for everyone, until next time. Peace out. Rich. 'F'. 'Squad. Peace.